Hey y'all, it's me. Listen, I know what I'm about to tell you. Y'all long termers may not like it or you may not understand it, but just listen. Hear me out though. Hear me out. Stay tuned. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele and welcome to my channel, you guys. I'm going to say my thank yous afterwards, okay? You know how I'm doing it. So I'm going to say my thank yous afterwards. But listen, this is my spoken word and conversations, y'all. And guess what? I wrote this on December 24th, 2023. And it's called, We Be Trying to Tell Y'all. We be trying to tell y'all. All right. So here it is. Let me get my specs on. Y'all, let me tell you. We be trying to tell y'all. We out here in these trenches trying to tell y'all these single streets are real and they be tripping. We be trying to tell y'all how it was 15 to 30 years or more. It is not the same. Y'all don't be believing us. We be out here trying to tell y'all it is P in these dating pool streets. I know y'all long-termers do not like it when we tell you do not understand. Now, I will hear you out on how you make it last. But other than that, y'all just don't understand. But some of y'all long-termers have even said, I am glad I am not in these current dating streets. Come on, tell the truth. Just tell the truth. We out here in these trenches trying to tell y'all long-termers, but y'all do not be trying to hear us. The only time y'all understand, let me just flip this page, is when y'all go through a divorce, then y'all say, man, I understand. And this was inspired by y'all long-termers just don't understand. Okay, those, I'm about to get to my thoughts, but just hear me out. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Don't get mad. Just understand. Okay. It's real out here in these dating streets, but don't nobody understand until it happens to you. Okay. Married folks treat single folks like a disease. It's the truth. Just tell the truth. I heard a pastor say that after he went through a divorce, I heard that's what the pastor said after he had went through a divorce. I said, man, finally, somebody gets what we've been trying to say. And listen, long time ago, what was going on was that you guys stayed together. I have friends that are still that were dating when they were in high school. Some even to when they were maybe in not elementary but junior high. But for sure, I know for high school, I know a couple couples that are still together, and I admire their relationships. But now it's no more. That is no more. I don't know what took place, but there was a change in the dating scene. I can't explain it, but it just started being really poorified, okay? Poorified. Please do not get me wrong. I love your love stories. I love hearing love stories. Let me tell you, I love love stories. Okay, let me just add comedy in there too. I love love stories and I love comedy. Okay, I love to hear your love stories and I love to hear how you have stayed together for so long. But things have truly changed. And you guys just have to come to that, to accept that, come to accept that what we are telling you is the truth. These dating streets ain't no joke. I have not given up. I know I ain't gave up. I just keep myself busy and keep myself occupied in a good way. Because one day we will cross paths. So, to all my single people, keep your mind busy in a good way, in a healthy way. Keep working on what you need to work on, because what I have noticed is a lot of people are saying that they are whole and they are happy and all this, but sometimes you can see somebody ain't telling the truth, and somebody still got people coming over at night because they feel like they cannot be without someone, because we've put so much on sex that people just think like, oh, well, I'm not there yet. Listen, you can do it. You just have to keep your mind occupied, keep your mind busy, okay? Keep your mind occupied, keep your mind busy. You can do it. I had to repeat that because I want you to know, okay? Keep your mind busy. And another thing, some people may not agree with this, okay? Some people may not, but let me just tell you. When you say that, when long-timers say that they don't want to deal with single people, okay, or they don't want to hang around single people. Now, I do believe that those single people have to be whole and healthy, all right? Because what I think is you're missing out on helping someone get to where you are, okay? That's just one of the things that I don't, but you make sure that that person is healthy, whole, secure within themselves, because it all depends on what you are within yourself. And then if you see that that person is on something else, then you push away, okay? But as far as anything, if he's not a respecter of a person, I don't know, I think something just came out. If he is not a respecter of a person, what makes you think that you are? Okay? It all has to do with self-control. And do you all think that if you were talking to if a married person was talking to a single person, do you always think it's got to be about sex? Does it always have to be about some kind of attraction? If you know that you are attracted to somebody, then I would say no. Then you don't. But I believe that you're missing out on the whole thing of helping that person. But that person, let's make this clear, has to be whole, secure, and know who they are, and know not to cross boundaries. And you set those boundaries, People don't believe in boundaries. I believe in boundaries, and I believe in reciprocity. Okay, I believe in reciprocity and boundaries. Those are my main things, okay? But I do believe that single people can interact with married people. If the single person is a whole and happy person, meaning when I say whole, I ain't talking about out here faking the funk, okay? The funk. That's what I said. I ain't say the other word. Faking the funk. All right. You still got somebody coming over there at night. You still got somebody living with you. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm saying don't be around. But if you have somebody that's sincere, all your topics don't have to be about sex. It's a whole lot of stuff going on in this world that you can talk about to a single person. It ain't always got to be relationships. But what gets me is the people that I've seen that are healthy. That's where I start to be like, well, okay, yeah. You don't want exactly what they got because you don't know what they actually been through, but you want to be happy and you want to be whole, and those can just be your models. Not saying you want to be like them. That's not what I'm saying, but it's your template to what you want and what you ask God for. Okay? Now listen, I know, y'all long timers may not get this, but I hope you did. I hope you heard me out though, okay? Now, that's it. That's all that I got for y'all today, y'all. Listen to us, y'all. We be trying to tell y'all. Peace. Okay, I had to come back. Okay, I had to come back and clear this up. Now, if your spouse is not okay with that, with being married and have a single friend, no, do not do it, because we are promoting healthy and whole relationships and we don't want no problems. Okay, we don't want no problems. We trying to make sure that everything is peaceful in the home. If your significant other does not like that, then you know you can't do that, meaning your husband or wife with having a single friend, then you know you can't do that, because the whole thing is to promote healthy families. This is just my opinion. Nobody has to agree with it, but it's just my opinion, and everybody has one. Okay, as long as the person knows who they are and not trying to play no little fishy games and you turn out, oh yeah, I've been liking you. No, it has to be somebody that is truly healthy and whole. And like I said, why do people think that it's got to be about sex? Is this the whole thing? You can't communicate with other people because what is it? I mean, there's a whole lot of other stuff going on in the world. And for you to just be like, everybody just like you, like, I don't know. I don't know. I do know that I can have a healthy relationship with somebody because I set boundaries. And, point blank, period. It's like you have your coworkers, you have people that you talk to. So you saying you can't talk to your coworkers? I mean, and nobody's saying, okay, this person can call after calls, okay? And then they just want you for everything. Come and fix this pipe over here or something. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying having a normal friendship. I hope somebody understands what I'm trying to say. All right, that's it. Okay, now let me give you this other example. Okay, my cousin had a baby. She was married, right? And so I was still single. I didn't have any kids, but I was trying to tell her how to do with the baby. I was like, girl, all you got to do is just put the baby in the room and the baby will be quiet. Now, she didn't say nothing. She looking at me. Well, she listening on the phone because we was on the phone. I'll never forget this day. And so she was just like, girl, please. That's what it seemed like, because she don't really voice her opinions like I do. She was like, girl, please. I just knew it because I knew her, right? But I'm just like, oh, yeah, that's all you got to do. Until I got married and had my own kid, that's when I understood what she was trying to tell me. You can't just put the baby in the room like that. You got to tend to the baby. Okay? So my whole point to this, people that are married, hear me out. Back then, in all them years, because y'all got them years, stuff has changed. Nothing. Girl Scout cookies don't even taste the same. I don't even drink Kool-Aid, but I know Kool-Aid probably don't taste the same. But when I did drink it, it was good. Okay, so it's kind of the same thing. And I know y'all want to say that, like I said, your long-term advice, solid. Your long-term advice, solid. But y'all ain't out here in these trenches. It's real out here. So that's the example that I wanted to give you, because and then you even say you wouldn't take no advice from no single person. So it's like you really can't get mad, because some of us feel like you ain't been out here like we've been out here in the current. This is current stuff. Your stuff is when stuff was smooth. Stuff was smooth and cool back then. Can't nobody tell me nothing. It was smooth and cool. Now it's rough and ragged and raunchy. and ratchet. Okay? So just think of it. Think of it like that to understand my point that I'm trying to tell you, because you guys definitely say you wouldn't take any advice from us. I mean, I've heard you guys say that, okay? Because I'm a faithful listener to some of the channels. And a lot of the channels, they are really great. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not even talking about no channels, like talking bad about no channels. I'm just saying that I've heard people say, and some of these people are married, they wouldn't take no advice from us. So it's kind of the same way with single people. Not saying being in there showing us that long-term stuff, but this stuff that I just told you about is different. Okay, so that was my next point that I wanted to make, is that, all right, just hear me out.